Hey guys, so I have a update video for Pretties for Your Face. It's my new palette, but first, before I even get into that, I wanted to show you the new glitter drops that I made. They are called Rock Candy. Oh, sorry, my phone's going off. They have little rock candy pictures on there, and these are really cool because they're like color shifting. So they're lavender, green, blue, purple, depending on what light is hitting it. So let me show you what they look like. These are, I think I already said they're glitter drops. So they're not like pigment like the Sucker ones and Sugar, and so I'm gonna have like two different kinds, the glitter ones and the pigment ones. But they're all called magic drops. These are just glitter magic drops. I'm hoping that you can see all the colors. It looks like in the viewfinder I'm only seeing the green, but they're super pretty. Hopefully you can see like the pinky lavender. But these are awesome. I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video or not. I think I did. I like using the glitter ones as liquid liner. Like I'll use my bent liner brush, my angled liner brush, and put it over black eyeliner, or sometimes just use it on its own, but it works really well like that. Just be careful not to use too much because it does have oils in it and you don't want to get like the oils in your eyes, but super pretty. These are probably my favorite that I've made so far. So these are Rock Candy and they're available now. Now my new palette is coming out Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and it is inspired by The Never-Ending Story. So I get a lot of requests for like 80s movie themed palettes, and I am all about that because I loved The Never-Ending Story growing up, and just like my first palette that I did was Labyrinth. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. So I'm all about that. I just like, I want to do all of them that people are requesting, but I have to take it like one step at a time because I have all these ideas in my head, and it's gonna drive me nuts if I try to do all of them. So this just has Falcor and Atreyu on the front. It's called the Heart of Fantasia palette, and then on the back it's got the Orin, and the names of the shadows are Falcor, Childlike Empress, Atreyu, Rockbiter, and the Nothing. So I'm gonna get into it and show you swatches. It's a 5-pan palette just like my other ones. So Falcor is an iridescent white, but it flashes like blue and purple. I tried to get it like his the scales on Falcor's back. So I need to get a brush actually so I can do a brush swatch too. And my brush that I usually do it with is dirty, so let me just clean this off real quick. Now I'm gonna let's see. I'm just going to stick some face primer on my hand so you get the full effect here. So I have some glitter stuck on me still from the candy drops. Oh, and I wanted to mention right off the bat that this is totally vegan. I wanted to do a vegan palette, totally vegan eyeshadows and everything, so 100% vegan. The only thing that was in most of my eyeshadows that isn't considered 100% vegan is the isopropyl mirror state, and I'm not sure how that works or why it's not vegan, but I tried to do a lot of research before naming anything 100% vegan because I know that's important to people, especially when you're vegan, that it's 100% vegan. And it's been bothering me because I see a lot of indie companies that use isopropyl mirror state in their eyeshadows and stuff, and they're still labeling it vegan. So like I said, I don't know how that works or why it's not 100% vegan, but if you see something that has that in it, it's not considered 100% vegan, so I don't know why they're labeling it like that. So this is Falcor. This is a finger swatch. So pretty as like a brow highlight or an inner corner highlight. It just flashes blue and purple, and it's so nice. So I'm gonna do a brush swatch for you right next to it, and these have coconut oil in it, which is what is like what I used as the binding agent instead of the isopropyl mirror state. So finger swatch, brush swatch. Now the next color, I actually have this on my eyelids today. This is Childlike Empress. This is really cool because this palette is full of duochromes. This is a silver. It's a silver base and it flashes turquoise. So you can see before the light hits it, it's silvery and then it's turquoise. Really, really pretty color. Now let me get a brush swatch for you. Oh, I didn't put primer on this hand, but you get the gist. This is what it looks like with no primer on it. So finger swatch, brush swatch. Maybe I should do it with no primer. I don't know. I just like pulled a chunk off of that. But that's no primer. So finger swatch and brush swatch. Super pretty color. That is Childlike Empress. It's really cool because the girl that played the Childlike Empress, well, not a girl anymore, she's a woman, she's been liking my photos and commenting on Instagram when I post about this, so that's like, that's me fangirling all over the place because I friggin' loved that movie when I was little and now she's liking my pictures. Alright, so this one is Atreyu. This is a light coppery, like, coral color. Kind of hard to explain. This one's super duper pigmented and it has a little bit of like a red duochrome to it, but because the orange base is so reddish, it doesn't really, it's not too much of a color shift, but you can see it up close. Oop, hold on. So that is finger swatch, brush swatch of Atreyu. Making a mess of my brush here. Now this one is actually the first color I made for this palette and I knew I wanted it to be in this palette. This one's called Rockbiter. He's another one of my favorite characters from the movie. This is crazy metallic. It's like a red-based brown with teal reflex in it. So it's got some teal glitter. Hopefully you can see that. And again, I didn't put primer on my hand. But it's like every other one, I forget to put the primer. So again, this is no primer because I forgot to put it on. But this is Rockbiter. So that's the finger swatch, which is kind of heavy, and then the brush swatch. And then the last one is The Nothing. So if you've seen the movie, you know the whole premise of the movie is that the Nothing is taking over Fantasia and kind of like deleting everything and their entire world. So I didn't want to do just a plain matte black because at the end they're kind of like floating in outer space, that scene at the end. So I did a matte black base and it flashes purple and blue. Hopefully you can see. Again, no primer, I keep forgetting. But it's got purple and blue like micro glitters in it. So hopefully that's picking up nicely. And then I'll do a swatch for you. I wore this on the outer half of my eyelid the past couple of days. I don't have it on today, but my face isn't in the frame anyway to show you. Absolutely love it for like an outer corner darkening up color. Oh, I'm not even like in the frame. So, come on. That is the finger swatch, that is the brush swatch of The Nothing. So that is my Fantasia, my Neverending Story inspired palette. I hope you guys are excited for this. I'm super excited. I'm excited that it's totally vegan, so anybody who was kind of left out before, fear not, you can try this palette out if you want. It's going to be $20, the same price as all my other palettes have been, and it comes out Saturday. So Saturday at noon, I've made a bunch of them, so I'm hoping that I have enough and don't sell out right away. But if I do sell out, I will restock. I do that most of the time, except for with the Stranger Things palettes. I got so bombarded with that I kind of ran out of everything, and those are out of stock right now. So I'm not sure when those are going to be back or if they're going to be back, but my single palettes, I always restock them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and are looking forward to the new palette coming out, and I'll talk to you next time.